What's up, guys? On today's video we're going to talk about the dilemma I have. I ran into an issue with my lawnmower, navigating my property, trying to mow the grass, and I think I've come up with a solution, but we're going to see what that solution, how it's worked, and what that solution has entailed. But turf tires on the Simplicity Broadmoor, I do like them. The tires that are on the mower have served me well for many years. I've had the mower for 4.5 years so far. I've never needed to replace them. We are having a very wet year though. There's a field on the bottom side of our property that I do mow because I'm mowing about 4 acres now, but it does get wet. So there are times of the year where I can't get in there because I just get the mower stuck. These turf tires, great to a point, flawed to a point. As soon as they fill up with mud, it's just it turns into a racing slick. It doesn't clean itself out, and you just get stuck constantly. So I'm glad my mower has cruise control, so I could stick the mower on cruise control and get behind it and push it out. But there's a portion of that field that I just don't mow with the mower, which makes my life a little harder because then I got to get out the string trimmer and get it. So in an effort to fix that, I ended up buying, after a recommendation from a YouTuber, I ended up buying some hockey mud tires. There's some knobby mud tires for the Simplicity Broadmoor. So this was a recommendation from a YouTuber who has a YouTube channel that centers around lawnmowers. Soups them up, makes them faster, or just makes them, tougher. Most of his mowers, they don't have a deck on them. They put big mud tires on them, jack them up, just make them more fun, and then they take them in the woods and they have a ball with them. But this was that suggestion. This was a suggestion from them. They're not mowing grass though. They're not dragging a mower deck with the rollers on the bottom of the deck. I'm worried that it'll still catch mud, and then we'll be in the same predicament. I'll just be throwing mud all over the place. But we're gonna see. Let's see how well this works. I thought I was gonna take the mower deck off at first and just go over there and drive around in the mud and see how well it does. I think I'm just gonna leave it on. I'm just gonna put it up and then go from there. But if you have any recommendations, if you ever ran into this, the only other option after this is to, well, there's a lot of options, but I think I'll be looking at a flail mower if this doesn't work. One of the reasons why I actually think this will work is because my four-wheeler, my quad, will go through that field no matter where it is, all that water, all the mud, everything, in two-wheel drive. I don't even have to put it in four-wheel drive. It'll go through that entire field in two-wheel drive. So I think this will work, and this has similar tires to that now, and we will see. Well, if you haven't seen Dozer in a while, Dozer's 5 months old. There he is, big old boy. But anyways, if we were going for cool points, this definitely takes it for cool points. Deep lugs, easy to put on. Let's see how much traction we added. Now she's off the wood blocks, she's down on the ground. What do you think, guys? Is this the way the Simplicity Broadmoor should have came from the factory? I think it looks pretty good. It's funny, I went in the house to prepare for making this video and to put the camera on the tripod and stuff like that, but I changed my shoes out and I bought these boots. They roll up to my knee, but I have them rolled down right now because hopefully I don't have to use them. But I bought these boots specifically for this reason, because I kept having to get off the mower. I kept ruining shoes, getting down and pushing on them, or I was slip and fall because the traction was terrible. But hopefully we fixed the issue. I'm going to take you to a couple different places where I would get stuck typically, this being the most mild. As you're going to see here, I'll flip the camera around. It doesn't look wet, but it's a dent in the yard. It's a low spot in the yard where a lot of grass clippings go and stuff. but it is all, it's all mud underneath there. Those turf tires, don't even think about it. Don't even go in there. We're gonna see how well we do now. Even think about doing that before. Not only going in there at all, but getting in there, stopping, and then going again. You would have to create momentum and get through there. Look at that! Okay, this is the lower half of the road frontage part of the property. This is a big field that I end up having to mow. We have 1,000 feet of road frontage and it goes all the way down to there, but the bottom part of this is recipient of water that comes through the woods from a small stream, and then it basically comes out of the ground in a few different places over here and then down there. And as you can see, now I was through here recently in the last 2 weeks and weed whacked all this, but I can't get in there with the mower unless it's really, 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 really dry, and it's not. Currently, it's not dry. You could see. That's all wet. I wouldn't even dare bring the mower in here. These are all tracks where I've gotten stuck. These are tracks where I've had to go full speed just to make it through, spinning the whole entire time. So we're going to test all this. This is all wet here. There is some standing water here. Depending on how well the test does is whether or not I'm going to go through there. We'll see. There's some mud over there. This is an area where you can see I've been stuck before. When you're trying to navigate up through here, first thing you do is you get stuck right there. And in walking down here, I can mow, 80% of this field right up until about here. And then we just run into this area that it gets so much water and it's so muddy. You're not getting a standard typical lawnmower in here. 2 years ago when we had a really, really, really dry summer, this was 98% dried up and I was able to get in here and mow. Since then, I'm only able to weed whack. So weed whacking is the only option at this point, because all this here gets flooded from a creek that's in the woods over there. If you've watched any of my videos before, you've seen it when I did the trail making video on the quad. It's all wet. So we'll see how the test goes, whether or not I can get in here with the mower. If not, I will be purchasing a pull behind flail mower for the quad, because the four-wheeler can get in here no problem, can navigate all that water, all that grass, everything in two-wheel drive without even putting it in four-wheel drive. So let's see if the simplicity can make it through. Okay, we'll see. Maybe I'll need RPMs, maybe I won't, maybe I'll get stuck, maybe I won't. We'll see how the Simplicity Broadmoor with the mud tires on does this little area right here. kind of making some frogs mad because they felt like they were safe. I wasn't able to mow those certain sections, and I'm not going to mow today, but I went through there no problem. Even the standing water, I was real nervous at first, but it didn't even hesitate. These tires clean out real good, and then they got down to the hard stuff, so the soft stuff didn't fill in the tire lugs. But we're going to keep going, and I'm going to check that other side. Through there. I've been stuck here, guys, many times. Doesn't look like I'm getting stuck anymore. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous about getting through this stuff. It's a little deeper, a little muddier than the other section. But so far these tires have proved themselves. I will leave a link in the description below where you can look for similar tires from this company. So far I'm really pleased. But let's see if I can get through this. This would be the toughest and the only other part that I still have to mow. Obviously I would mow it on its highest setting, but I just want to basically right now, because I'm not mowing, I just want to see if it'll make it through it, and then we'll go from there and enjoy. gonna go get the four-wheeler to get that thing unstuck. But some of you might call that a fail. I call that a pass. Because even though it got stuck, performed exceptional. It's not invincible, but I'll be able to get another 30% of this field mowed. There are some deep spots I'm gonna avoid, but that'll take a little trial and error. You gotta remember, I'm getting stuck because as soon as the mower deck hits the water or the mud, it just starts piling up, and then that makes getting through the mud even more difficult. Without the deck on, just might go through all that, but there's no point in me testing that because that's not what I'm gonna do. But let me go get the four-wheeler, get this thing unstuck. Normally for something like this, you could say getting the grass mowed, a little bit of sun might help dry this up. Unfortunately, it's being fed from a stream and it's coming out of the ground here, so there's a bigger problem at hand. But like I said, I consider this successful. I will be able to get a lot more of this mowed. I'll just have to be careful of certain areas. But let me get this out of here. This isn't an easy pull for this, even though it's tow rating's like 1,250 pounds. This mower weighs like almost 1,000 pounds, and the deck is hitting the grass and it's in mud, so it's not an easy pull. I'm going to take the quad back separately because I want to ride this mower more. Thanks, guys. Alright guys, that'll do it for today. I didn't want to give the mower a complete bath because I'm going to be mowing probably tomorrow. But I just wanted to clean the mud off the tires so you guys could see it for this outro. Like I said, I feel like today was a success if these long videos aren't for you. But you know, skip forward or let me know in the comment section. I'll make a short where I can put all the meat and the potatoes of it. But I really think it's important to showcase the demonstration part of these tires because it drastically improved what this mower is capable of. And I'm really happy with it. So I'll leave a link in the description where you can get these tires. Navigate the website, you can get your own tires. But I would say it's a thumbs up for today. It performed exceptional, even with getting stuck. At least now I know its limits. But I'll be able to cut my weed whacking time down tremendously. Instead of like 2 days worth of weed whacking, I'll be able to do it in, you know, one battery because I'll only have a little bit left. But let me know what you think, guys. I think this is the way the Simplicity Broadmoor should have came from the factory. The aggressive tires. This is Josh from 570. We'll see you next time.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.